Hey guys, I am Josh, and I am the VP of the Wood Creek Programming and Animation Club, which is probably why you're here watching this video. I'm in charge of the programming side, and Wagner is in charge of the animation side, and we created this YouTube channel to make some tutorials for you guys, just to teach you guys like the basics on how you can get started and really help us with the game in the future. So for me, I'm going to be teaching you guys the programming side of things and really putting everything together inside Unity, because that's mainly going to be our job, as the animators are going to be creating the assets, which in the game development world are the different things that you are using in the game, like a model of a person, that's an asset, or an item or something that has been created, that's an asset. So for us, we are going to be mainly working inside a program called Unity, which is a game engine. It's free. And right now I'm just going to show you guys how you can get that. So you're just going to open up Google. It's going to type in Unity. And it's going to be the first one that pops up, Unity Game Engine, okay? And you're going to say get Unity now. And you don't need to worry about these other ones. Those are like the paid ones if you're going to be making money off your game. We don't need to really worry about that. Let's go over here to the personal one. It says free, no credit card required. Click download now. And right here you're going to click download installer. And once that opens up, you're going to get this little thing at the bottom of the window. If you're using Chrome or whatever browser you use to, you probably know where it is, but you're going to open that, and it's going to say, allow this program to make changes to your computer. You're going to, of course, hit yes, and it's going to go through the process of installing. And just for future reference also, this Unity's website has a lot of assets for you, the community and stuff. They always have, if you ever stuck with any programming or anything, you can come here, and there's always people in the forums that are always helping programmers, or they have a lot of tutorials on here too. But once you have Unity installed, wherever you saved it on your computer, we're going to open it up now. And for me, I have it saved down here in my taskbar, so let's open that up now. And it does take a little bit to open, so I'll be right back when it's done opening. Okay, so I have deleted all my, not really, but moved my personal projects so I can show you guys what it looks like when you guys first open it. So another thing is, it'll probably ask you to create like a Unity login or whatever. I already have mine up here. It'll ask you to create one and sign in. Once you get that, it should look like this. We're just going to click new project, and you can name this whatever you want. I'm going to make it club tutorial, and then you can save it wherever you want. I have a folder created under here. Okay, and then right here you'd select if it's 2D or 3D. Right now I believe our game is going to be 3D, so we're just going to leave it at 3D. And right here, asset packages. And now what this is a bunch of packages or folders that are already in Unity and are kind of like default assets that you can use. So for example, if you click on it, you open it up, you'll see they'll have cameras, characters, all these different effects and stuff. So what I'm going to add is I'm going to add characters, and for right now I'm just going to then add standard assets. And I'll add environment too, just in case we use anything out of there. And you'll just click done, and you're going to click create project. And this also creates, takes a little bit of time, so I'll come back when this is done opening. Okay, so it just opened up. I haven't done anything inside the scene yet, which is kind of like this area called the scene. So right now, something to show you guys right here says speed tree materials need to be regenerated. This is just an error in the console, and This will become a bigger deal when we actually start writing some programs. It'll tell us if there are some errors or whatnot in our code. Right now we can just clear that. And so right now I'm just going to show you guys kind of the layout of how Unity works. I don't think we'll actually be doing anything much in this episode, but for right now we'll show you guys this right here is kind of this is like your project. It's called your project panel, and this shows you guys all your different folders that we have to store stuff in for our games. So right here we have an editor file. We'll get into that more later. We have a sample scene, which is just like stuff that they have created in advance, almost like a test place that you can see how they did things. These are the standard assets. So this is the stuff that we imported and what took so long for Unity to open. And what this is just a bunch of tools that we can use and a bunch of pre-built stuff. So us as the programmers, we don't really have to worry about making stuff. We can just throw some pre-built stuff and just worry about writing our code. Not worry about creating completely from scratch. So yeah, so that's that. Right here is the hierarchy. This is going to show all the actual stuff that's in your scene or your game, however you want to know it as. But so this is just stuff we have access to. Anything we import, any videos or photos or models that we create, we can import into this, our assets folder. And then from here we can drag them into our scene and they appear in this hierarchy. So for example, I'll just create a cube. And you see I have a cube here now that I can move stuff, and we'll get into that later. But you can see it appeared over here in my hierarchy. And so this is everything in my scene. And from there, we can see over here is the inspector window. And when you click on something either in the scene or in the hierarchy, it gives you a bunch of options over here in the inspector window. And this will give us stuff like its position that we can reset, or all these different things called components. And these are all the different things that you can add to an object. Like you can add different audio things, physics, different mesh colliders, which essentially makes it to where things can't, like, they collide. You can also, we're going to be using a lot of new scripts. And this is where you can pick which type of script we're using. I will use mostly C#, so that's what I'm going to be showing you guys. And so yeah, that's essentially the layout of everything. Up here is your play and pause button, so if we were to have an actual game made, we'd click play and our game would run, or our scene would run, I'm sorry. But for right now we just have a square right here, so it doesn't really do anything. And then to get out of this, you just click play again. That brings you out. Up here you just have your normal file, edit. You use a thing called assets, which is just like importing things or creating different things that we'll get into later, but also like importing packages. So if I click to import new asset, I could import like a photo or something that I have that I want to use in my game. That's where you would go to import those in. Game object, this is just where we would create things in our game. Component, this is the exact same thing as from here. It's going over here and clicking add component. It's all going to be the same stuff. Mobile input, we're not going to be needing any of that. We're not going to mess with that at all. And then a window, pretty much all we're going to be doing in here is if somehow, like, I don't know, you're clicking a bunch of stuff in here and a bunch of stuff, or if you don't see what I'm talking about here, if it all looks messed up, you go in here and you go to window layouts, you go down here to where is it, default, you click that. That's going to bring your windows back to exactly how I have them, which is how I work just in the default window. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to create another episode that's going to talk about actually moving around inside the scene, and we'll start creating stuff and maybe even start working on a main menu screen. But yeah, thanks for watching.